Hey guys, my name's Scott and I am bringing you 3 hot tips to picking your first camera and choosing your first camera today. Now I work at a safari park. I've been a photography wildlife enthusiast for 6 years now, and these are the 3 tips I always give to people when they ask, Scott, I want a camera, I want to get into it, I want to enjoy it. How do I pick a camera? The first thing I always say is, what's your budget? Because there's no point in choosing a camera if you don't have the budget for it. For a first time camera, second hand, you can pick up an X-T2 Fujifilm, 24 megapixels for $800. Budget's really important. So $800 for an X-T2. That was an XS20, but you get what I mean. And then this is a 70-300 wildlife lens. Small, compact, does an amazing job. That's going to cost you secondhand $600-700. So together, let's go with $1,500. Let's be a little bit generous. $1,500 less than a flagship mobile phone model. So maybe consider going for a little crappy mobile phone and putting the extra money towards your camera that's going to last you 5+ years. I think that's a pretty good deal. Number 2, system. Get into the system. I went with Fujifilm, but you can go with Canon, Sony, Nikon, Olympus, OM, Panasonic, Leica, whatever. But do your research into their entry-level models, mirrorless models, then pick which one you want. Honestly, that's the best way to do it. I was just doing some editing behind me. It's a recent photo from my trip to Borneo. So second, system. I love Fujifilm because it's an APS-C centered system. They've got amazing APS-C cameras. The X-T2, X-T3, fully manual. It's like driving a manual car. You know, it's tough, it's difficult when you're first getting into it, but over time it's worth it. You can't go back to auto. You can't shoot on full auto once you've gone to an X-T2 or XT system. It's a lot of fun. So let's go with X-T2. 24 megapixels. You've got your budget. You've got your system, Fujifilm camera. So yeah, X-T2, X-T3. You've got your 70-300mm lens. Grab a couple of batteries. The only thing I would stay away from are those tiny little point and shoots. You know, the Canon PowerShots, or I think there's a Sony CyberShot. Go with the upgraded models from those, because while they're going to give you an okay picture and photo, you're not going to be able to learn much. They're very basic cameras. And growing with your camera system and your camera is one of the most rewarding things ever. Like, you're doing research, you're looking online, and you finally figure out what pre-capture is. And you can finally get into and use that pre-capture to get some awesome photos and use it in the field. So just think about that. So those are my 3 big hot tips. Budget, system, camera, and lens. You can't go wrong. You honestly can't go wrong. There's a lot out there right now. I love Fuji, but from Canon, a couple of examples: R100, R50, R10, R8, R7. You can't go wrong. Sony, big benefit of Sony is you have all that lens selection, third-party lenses. You can actually get a system going for really cheap. You're investing in the lens system and the lens mount. Sony's fantastic. A6000 series, you can't go wrong. Great autofocus. Really, but any of those systems, Nikon, I actually haven't used much Nikon a lot, so I don't feel qualified to talk about it, but Nikon are doing amazing things right now in the camera world, and I would say they're my number 1 go-to brand for wildlife photography. If I wanted to upgrade from my Fuji system, I'm looking at that Z8 and Z9. Ooh, that Z8. But there we go. There you have it. in the upcoming days, we'll upload some more videos about, once you've got your camera, how to figure out how to take photos and all those sorts of things. But start off by getting your camera. Leave a comment down below if you have a question. I'm more than happy to go into that with you. And we'll see you next time